we don't need any more taxes to go into the hands of government officials who don't care about us. Like, don't drink soda if you don't want to be obese. If you do, buy a soda, get fat, and, God bless.
Well, this sounds like a real winner, doesn't it? Justin Trudeau's Liberal Ontario caucus is pushing for a soda pop tax. That's right. Just like a tax on carbon is going to make the carbon disappear, supposedly a tax on Coke, Pepsi, and Mountain Dew is going to make obesity disappear, except for one not so insignificant hitch. So-called fat taxes, well, they don't work, according to the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. And when you look at regimes around the world, Mexico, for example, they introduced a fat tax in 2014, and national obesity rates remain the same today. As well, in Denmark in 2011, they had a fat tax, and guess what? Danish people just went over the border to Germany, bought their soda there, and that led to substantial job losses in Denmark. And finally, this seems to be trying to fix a problem that is already fixing itself. Soft drink consumption in Canada from 2004 to 2015 has been on a decline. So really, in the final analysis, it would appear that a soda pop tax is completely ineffectual unless the idea behind it is to financially penalize those who can least afford it. Nevertheless, we're here at Yonge Dundas Square in downtown Toronto, and we're going to find out what people think about the potential of having a soda tax in Canada.
I don't see the reason for it at all, so it doesn't really make sense to me.
Ostensibly, it's to address the obesity issue in Canada, and I guess the mindset of Liberals, if we tax carbon, for example, carbon will go away. If we tax sugary drinks, fatness will go away.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, but it's definitely a problem, though, like obesity in Canada, but I don't think taxing is going to work, just like the carbon tax is not going to work, right? People still have to use their cars and whatnot.
That's basically just like controlling people's ways and like what they can drink or like eat or whatever. So that's a terrible idea.
I'm a liberal, a card-carrying liberal, so I actually totally agree with that because I do think we have a problem with obesity and too much sugar consumption in general. So yeah, I agree with that.
Do you think that if we raise the price of beverages with a tax, that would actually stop people from consuming them? Because according to the Canadian Taxpayers Federation, if you look at jurisdictions where this has been attempted, the results have been very poor.
You know what? People don't really do anything unless they feel it in their pocket. So I feel like it's a deterrent. And that's why they raise the carbon taxes too, because the Ontario province doesn't really have a good carbon plan either. So like, people don't react unless they feel it. And this is like one of the ways that the government can actually hopefully make them feel it by adding a tax to it. It may not work, but it's a deterrent.
You know, you raise a good point. I mean, the carbon tax came in last month. And yet here we are, I see gridlock traffic everywhere. It doesn't look like everybody gave up their cars for bicycles.
That's right. Well, people are really hard to change and it's difficult to change, so it takes time.
Yeah, when it comes to government, it's large taxes aren't going to change everyone's mind. It's just going to drive everyone more into debt.
A soda pop tax to fight back against obesity? Not really. We don't need any more taxes to go into the hands of government officials who don't care about us. Like, don't drink soda if you don't want to be obese. If you do, buy a soda, get fat, and, God bless. Like, they just want to tax on everything, man.
I don't know how I feel about it much. I personally try to stay away from drinking soda.
Okay.
But in terms of like limiting what people could take and adding tax to that, I don't think that's a really good idea.
You know, you raise a good point because according to the stats for more than a decade now, soda pop consumption in Canada has been declining. So this would seem to be a solution in search of a problem.
For sure. I agree with that. I don't really think there's a problem with it. It's just we can't really tell people what to do and what to drink and how to drink and it's just wrong. Like, it shouldn't be done.
You know, when we look at the statistics of jurisdictions like Philadelphia, for example, they had a soda pop tax, and it showed that what people in the city of Philadelphia did is instead of stop drinking soda, they merely went to the suburbs of the city of Philadelphia and bought their soda there. So, I mean, it seems that it doesn't really work.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what the answer is, to be honest with you, but it's not a bad idea. I mean, it's worth a shot. Why not?
If you're going to do it, you have to do it everywhere to prevent that.
This is funny. This is funny. I've got two American ladies here advocating for taxes. What happened to the Boston Tea Party?
We're pretty liberal ourselves, so that could be a lot of it.
You're not Trump fans then?
Nah, certainly not.
I don't trust, especially liberals, with taxes because they just want to tax everything. At least conservatives they give you like a breakdown, but like, more taxes in the hands of government doesn't guarantee efficiency. Like these knights of the pen have no understanding of like what's actually going on. I bet you a lot of things would work a lot more functionally if someone like privatized it.
When we look at soda taxes in other jurisdictions around the world, none of them seem to work.
Yeah, I can imagine high taxes aren't going to benefit everybody because we're already taxed to oblivion.
It's like a tax against ugly. It's like, how do you measure that? It's like,
I might go bankrupt in that case. Hey, you're laughing too hard at that. Well, there you have it, folks. According to our informal polling, aside from those who were self-declared liberals, nobody here, after a couple of hours at Yonge Dundas Square, liked the idea of a soda tax. And you know, I think the Justin Trudeau Liberals can take inspiration from this particular brand of soft drink, Coca-Cola Zero. After all, this idea has zero research behind it, zero intelligence, and as far as it being a winning electoral platform, zero. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, the Rebel has a brand new app. Please download that app and take the Rebel with you wherever you go.